when you have a revelation like you got from Trump earlier this year around COVID-19 and him deliberately misleading the people, how do you balance your responsibilities between being a journalist and being an historian?
It's a absolutely fair question. And when he told me that in February 7th, I can get out a giant stack of articles from the Washington Post and the New York Times. At that time, in January and February, all the discussion was about China. The virus was in China. They closed down 768 million people in China, twice the population of the United States. And when they close people down in China, they lock you in your apartment. And it was extraordinary. That was covered, I thought, on February 7th when he told me this. He was talking about China. All the evidence was about China. You know, as a historian, you live your life in chronological order. You don't report or gather evidence in chronological order. It was in May that I discovered about the January 28th meeting and asked him about it, and he confirmed, yes, he didn't remember it, but he knows it was said that he got the warning that I described. So in May, even in March, the virus, everyone knows it's airborne. Everyone knows it's deadly. What am I going to tell them? So I focused on finishing the book, trying to put a package of information about him in his White House, in his administration. The demarcation line for me was the election. Can I get it out 2 months or so before the election so people can have this window into a kind of truth, particularly with all the recorded conversations, what he did, what he said, what he cared about. And you know that as a historian. Have you ever worked on something for months and then you discover something that, now I understand what happened in January?